did things go with Bogosian and Middlestat?
Great. It was good to see them out there in a real practice, and obviously we'll know more tomorrow after pregame skate. But it's good that they were getting up to speed.
So you're not ruling out either one of them?
I'm not ruling either one of them out, but will make that decision tomorrow.
Jason keeps, I mean, he goes back on that line, he keeps scoring. What allows him to so flawlessly rejoin that line?
Well, Palmer's game is very simple. He gets pucks out. He attacks the game and he goes to the net. And that's, you look at a lot of his goals are 5 to 10 feet around the net, and he does a good job of going there. Whether it's a net front presence or it's off a rush, and he gets rewarded for doing that.
It's impressive the way the pilot was able to play his offside the other night. Hasn't really done it all year and played a great game.
Yeah, it was really good. I think him and Jake had some really good minutes for us, and we just made that subtle adjustment and just to see how he would fit in on that side, but did a really good job.
Did you not like it the other way? Is that why you flipped it?
Well, it just we got a little too much zone time at times, and I think Jake plays a little bit better on the strong side, so we just flipped that and see how Lawrence was going to react. I thought he handled it very well.
Phil, 55 games into the season. What do you make of the consistency that Jeff Skinner has shown as far as production goes for a guy who, essentially was acquired in August, and he's not gone almost more than 4 games without scoring a goal?
Well, he's been one of our most consistent players in the scoring area, obviously by his goals and his points. But I think he's doing a lot better job of coming back harder. He's getting back into the zone quicker for an available outlet, and he's stripping pucks again. Like he's very dangerous. He just has an uncanny way in the offensive zone or through the neutral zone of just he's slippery. It just seems like guys go by him and he finds a way, and it's a heck of a shot off the draw. Last game, so he obviously is just his work that he's put into it this year. He's been very consistent in that area, and he's providing some big production for us.
Is it unusual for a player to have instant chemistry like that in new surroundings, or what is it about Jeff that he's been able to succeed?
Well, I think he's closer to his family, number one, so that may be some incentive. But I think just when him and Jack have just a great chemistry. Jeff, he finds the open area. He's a positional player, and Jack seems to find him in those areas. And Jack does a lot of that work down low, protecting pucks, and then coming up with a puck and finding Jeff. But they just seem to have a great chemistry together.
Bill, did you set a goal when the homestand started of how many points you'd like to get out of the 7 games? And if you beat the Rangers, you'll have 9. Is 9 a good homestand?
Well, it's a great homestand. We'd like to get 14, but that's not the case. We don't set goals. Obviously we knew where we stood coming into that homestand, and this is the last game, and it puts us in a good position at 4-2-1. But it's going to be tough. New York's playing some very good hockey right now, but we just continue to focus on the day-to-day process and not looking too far ahead. It's what we can control. We can't control a week ahead or 2 weeks ahead or what other teams are doing. It's what our work and how we manage our game is what we focus on.
What has the last 3 games shown you about this team?
I really like the way we made some adjustments in our game, and I like the way we're trending, the way we're playing without the puck. I think we're doing a much better job in front of our goaltender, and just having that urgency when we don't have it of keeping it out of our net. Guys have done a really good job of coming back into our zone, picking up people, and our defensive zone coverage is a lot tighter. It just seems like we're more aggressive. If there is a breakdown, there's a next layer there to help out somebody that may have fallen or lost the battle. So all those areas, I think it's a great response from our team, just recognizing that. But they're the ones that are doing the work, and they've done a good job of it, even though we didn't get the result against Winnipeg.
This used to be the time of year when there'd be that so-called rookie wall where guys are playing more games than ever. But Middlestat, for example, feels stronger. How much does the training and nutrition just help the guys avoid that?
Well, it just says a lot about him. He's put the work in. Nobody sees that. He's in the gym after doing extra, and that's why I think he's built his game up to where it is right now. Before he had a setback, it's putting the time in with their coaches, watching video, his defensive zone awareness, and playing a 200-foot game. And with that extra work, you can see his level of play has risen. You know, before it was sort of a mainstream, but now he's pushing it a little bit, and it's good for him to see that result of the time that he's put into that. And but his game is in a really good place right now.
Jack's been playing probably more than ever in his career, but when you control a game, when you're up in a game, are you gonna try to get him like a few less minutes, maybe like you have the last 2 or 3?
Well, I just the minutes you play 5 games in 8 days. It's he's played a lot of hockey, you know, so you try to manage that the best you can. And I just thought we had a really good rhythm to our bench, especially in the first period and the second period. I mean, we went down to a couple lines towards at the end, but it's just where the minutes fell. We were in a good spot. We weren't chasing a game, which we could rely on other lines to get some more ice, and it's just the way it played out. You know, we're getting into another 7 and 12, so we try to manage that. You know, sometimes there's going to be more, sometimes there's going to be less, but he's played a lot of hockey, and I thought the minutes were really good throughout our team.